Yo guys, welcome back to another video today. It's not going to be an original video. Going to be talking about something that's happening around the world at the minute, aside coronavirus. But, as you may know, George Floyd got killed a couple of days ago by 3 policemen. And literally, Floyd was on the floor, begging. Literally, you couldn't breathe. Just put yourself in the shoes. You're on the floor, 3 people around you. Say policemen for it, because it was police anyway. American police, Minneapolis police. Put yourself on the floor, 3 people on top of you, one of them on your neck, and you just can't breathe, you know. It's just ridiculous because of skin colour, you know. They had him detained, they had him on the floor, he had his handcuffs behind his back, you couldn't do nothing. It was a murder. That is really murder. You know, like how can someone human kill another human with exact the same, different skin colour, but the same, you know. It sickens me that how people can be racist. You know, I was brought up right not to be racist. I can never ever be racist, man. I have friends, because I play Xbox, I've got friends around the world who I talk to who are from different nations and they're dark skinned, but we can banter on and carry on, but I'm never racist towards them. Yeah, I've got a wee thing in my hand, don't know why. Driving home, no, but it's just one of those things, really. It's happening around the world as well, racism. It's not just a bit here and there, it's across the full world. England, Newcastle, Scotland, Edinburgh, Wales, Ireland, Germany, it's everywhere. In football as well. In Premier League especially, and it's not just the Premier League, every football in the world racist. Outside of football there's racism. It's just, we need to calm down on it. Stop racism. We are stronger as one. We are stronger united. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. Anyways, I'm going to hand you over to Michael. He'll tell you a bit more about this situation that's happening at the minute. So Mike, it's all yours, son.
This man has been brutally murdered in the street, and yes, he was murdered. The police officer was knelt on his neck for so long that the man passed out. Now, there was no need for that much force to be used on a man who's laying on his front with his hands cuffed behind his back. He's already under control. Now, when a man starts telling you he can't breathe, you as a police officer, and bearing in mind you are a first responder, have a duty of care to make sure that that man is okay. Not only saying that, you've got 3 other officers around you not doing anything about the situation. They could also step in and be like, this is wrong, but nobody did. Instead, we have 3 officers kneeling on George, 1 standing by, making sure the crowd don't get to see too much. I believe that those officers are just as guilty as the man kneeling on his neck. Now, the officer who was kneeling on his neck has been charged with 3rd-degree murder. I believe it's a bullshit charge, simply because I don't believe he's going to see the time he deserves. 3rd-degree murder can get him up to 25 years, but if you actually read into it a little bit, in Minneapolis, if you agree to that, it's counted as voluntary manslaughter. So you'll basically get a slap on the wrist and told not to do it again. Now that to me is so wrong on so many levels, that he can take a man's life and get a slap on the wrist when you've got another police officer in Minneapolis who fired one shot and accidentally killed a white woman and is serving 12.5 years for that. When we look at racism as a whole, I know that everybody who is black, who is of colour, will have gone through racism in their life. It's kind of like it's subject to be normal, and it's not all right. Like, nobody should go through that kind of struggle growing up, but yet black people do. We're expected to just accept the fact that racial profiling is happening, and we should just get on with it and not be angry about it, because anytime we get upset, we're told that we're just another angry black person, and it's really fucking frustrating. It is. I'm so tired of seeing stories of black people being murdered in the street by police, murdered in the street by other white people, and then not getting the justice they deserve. It's frustrating because I know from personal experiences of growing up in white neighbourhoods just how frustrating it can be when you have to constantly look over your shoulder, because you know for a fact when you're on your way home from school, you're probably going to get jumped because of your skin colour. I was subject to racism in school, in college, and even in the areas I was living in. So I know exactly what it's about. The system as a whole needs to change. It's not just the system in the States, it's the system in the UK too. Like, we have a lot of people in the UK that suffer from racist abuse on a daily basis. It's just not as outlined as it is in America. The topic is becoming a thing at the minute because black people are tired. They're tired of being oppressed, and they're now fighting back. Like, black people were asking with the Panthers. Like, Martin Luther King was asking with his rallies. But no one listens. And now people talk about looting, and they shouldn't be doing this in the neighbourhoods, and they're just doing it to themselves. But you don't actually understand that no one listens until action is taken. I seen a video where a man's talking about making officers kind of, their actions having consequences. So basically giving them one chance, and when you mess up, you mess up, and your chance is taken away from you. Give them something to lose. Like, if you got working to feed your family, you're going to think twice before you kill that man. Because if you kill that man, you lose your job. You can't feed your family. Now, I'm not saying all white people are racist, because they're not. But those that take their privileges and think they're better than black people because of their skin colour actually disgust me. Like, it makes me feel physically sick. I can't even bring the words from my mind to speak them properly, because I'm thinking about too much and it's stressing me out. But I just want to say that we as a whole nation and as the world, we need to make a change on racism, because it's very real and it's affecting people's lives. It's affecting people's attitudes. It's destroying families, but it's not destroying those of the racists that are causing it. They get a little slap on the wrist, they maybe serve some time. Make them pay for what they do.
Yeah, I agree with 110% what Michael just said there. I couldn't put that better myself. You know? Hopefully, you know, we'll never see racism again, but I'll be lying if I said that, because tomorrow there could be more racism. Like, there's racism every single day, or every minute, you know. Yesterday I went to the quayside in Newcastle with my mate Callum. Just walking casually, and I heard two people arguing, one white and one coloured person. And you should have heard the names, what this white person was saying to the coloured one. It was unbelievable. You know, but, you know, please say to stop racism. Just get a slap in the hand, not to do it again. There should be punishments, like what Michael said. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a big, massive like in the button down below. It would mean a lot if you did like this video. Anyways, please like, subscribe, and adios, peace.